Hello students, today we are going to have second part of reproduction in organisms. In last class we have done some parts of asexual reproduction. Today I am going to talk about vegetative propagation. Before we go to vegetative propagation, let me ask you two questions. The first question is, name an organism that reproduces by cell division itself. Second question is, why are unicellular organisms like amoeba said to be immortal? Now let's go to vegetative propagation. What is vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation is the formation of new plants from its vegetative parts like roots, stems, leaves, etc. As we know, vegetative parts are other than the sexual parts. Let's see, in higher plants like flowering plants, vegetative parts are root, stem, and the leaf. They are other than the sexual parts like fruits, flower, and the seed. So if the reproduction is done with stem, root, or leaf other than sexual parts, the type of reproduction is called vegetative propagation. Right. So let us know the types of vegetative propagation. Naturally occurring vegetative propagation is called natural vegetative propagation. Artificially done vegetative propagations like stem cutting, root cutting, layering, grafting are called artificial vegetative propagation. Now let us know what are vegetative propagules. The parts of the plants or the vegetative parts of the plants like roots, stems, and the leaves that can develop or grow new plants are called vegetative propagules. Let's see some vegetative propagules here. Okay, these are some vegetative propagules: Potatotuber, rhizome of ginger, bulbil of agave, leaf of bryophyllum, offset of water hyacinth. These are some examples of vegetative propagules. Now let us try to know a little more about them. Now we have subaerial or creeping stems. Runners, offsets, and stolons are some examples of subaerial or creeping stems. What are runners? Runners are narrow green horizontal branches which develop at the base of crown and the root intervals where new crowns are also formed. Some examples of the plants which have runners as their vegetative propagules are cynodon, centella, oxalis. Common name of cynodon is lawn grass. Common name of centella is Indian pennywort. Local name is peruke. Oxalis. Common name of oxalis is sorrel, and local name is yensil. Okay, these plants are having runners as their vegetative propagules. Now we have offsets. Offsets are one internode long runners which develop tuft or leaves at the apex. Some examples of plants which have offset are water hyacinth and pistia. Right? Now stolons. Stolons are horizontal branches that develop at the base of a crown and help in vegetative propagations. Some examples of the plants which have stolons as their vegetative propagules are strawberry, Vallisneria. Here we see in this picture, this is a strawberry plant. Right. Now we have underground stems. Tubers, bulbs, rhizomes, suckers, and the comb are underground stems. Firstly, let us know what is tuber. Tubers are the modified underground stem branches having several buds over their nodes or eyes. Example, potato. We have seen already. Potato tuber is here. Okay, if I ask you what is vegetative propagule of potato, your answer would be tuber. or eyes of tuber, right? So next we have bulb. Bulbs are highly reduced underground stems. Example: onion, lilies, garlic. Right? Now we have rhizome. Rhizomes are main underground stems which store food for perennation or survival during unfavorable conditions. Some examples of the plants which have rhizomes as their vegetative propagules are banana, ginger, turmeric. Now we have suckers. Suckers are slender underground branches that develop from base of aerial shoot, grow for some distance and form new aerial shoots or crowns. Examples of some plants which have suckers are mint, chrysanthemum. Now we have combs. Combs are unbranched swollen underground stems having circular knots that have buds for growth of new plants or daughter plants. Examples of some plants which have combs are Colocasia, Corocus, etc. Now in this picture, these are combs of Colocasia. Colocasia is the scientific name of taro. In local name we call it yendem or pan, right? If we ask you what is the vegetative propagule of yendem or pan, your answer would be comb, right? So we have bulbils. Bulbils are multicellular fleshy buds that take part in vegetative propagation. Oxalis, agave, ananas, lily, they are having bulbils as their vegetative propagule. You have seen oxalis is also having one more vegetative propagule, that is the runner, right? So next we have roots. Some plants which have roots as their vegetative propagules are given here: guava, sweet potato, dahlia, right? Okay, now we have leaves. You know Braphyllum, which is known as Manahidak in Manipuri, having leaves as its vegetative propagules. Other plants which have leaves as their vegetative propagules are Kalancho, Begonia, Streptocarpus, St. Paulia, Adiantum caudatum. Right? Do you know this picture? This is a picture of water hyacinth. Water hyacinth was brought to India for their beautiful flower. You know, water hyacinth is also known as the terror of Bengal because it grows very rapidly out of human control. It drains out oxygen from water body, which leads to death of many fishes. Now we have artificial vegetative propagations: grafting, stem cutting, layering. What is grafting? It is a technique of connecting two parts, usually a root system and a shoot system of two different plants, in such a way that they unite and later develop as a composite plant. Now we have stem cutting. Some common examples where stem cutting is practiced are rose, sugarcane, Duranta, citrus, grape, coffee, clerodendron, tea, bougainvillea, croton, China rose, carnation, tapioca. Now we have layering. In this method, roots are artificially induced on the stem branches before they are detached from the parent plant. Example of some plants which can be grown by layering are jasmine, grapevine, lychee, orange, etc. Now we are having some points to remember. Vegetative propagation neither involves formation of gametes nor the process of fertilization, so vegetative reproduction is considered as a type of asexual reproduction. Second point, vegetative propagation in sugarcane and ginger appear from the knots because the knots have meristematic cells. Third, as internodal segments of sugarcane do not have knots, they fail to propagate vegetatively even when they are in contact with the damp soil. Now let us know some advantages of vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation is the only method of multiplication in seedless plants. New plants reproduce are genetically identical to their parent plants. There is a repeat multiplication in vegetative propagation. It has been applied for the production of disease-free plants. Good qualities of plants can be preserved for a long time. Now let us know disadvantages of vegetative propagation. Number 1, as there is no variation, the plants may show degeneration, and in such plants there is a less adaptability to change environment. There is no dispersal of vegetative propagules. Lastly, vegetative propagules can be easily infected by microbes. This much only for today. Thank you all.